Hey guys, and welcome back to SM Talks. Welcome to Chelsea Transfer News Daily. Now, I'm sorry I haven't done a match review of Chelsea versus Norwich, which was one of the most boringest games I've watched in my entire life. So I just didn't know what to talk about. I was so angry, so disappointed, and I just didn't know what to really talk about. So that's why I didn't really make a video on it. If you guys want to know my thoughts throughout the game, make sure you guys go and follow me on Twitter. I talk about the match during the match on Twitter. So if you guys want to know my live reactions, make sure you go and check out on the Twitter. Anyway, let's move into today's news. The first one is Eden Hazard. Now the question again coming up, that is Hazard's going to stay at Chelsea for a long time. After Coutinho went to Barcelona yesterday, the next big player from Premier League have been linked to the Spanish league is Hazard. Is Hazard going to go to Real Madrid? Or Real Madrid going to look at Hazard as a rival signing to Coutinho? Because don't forget, Barcelona signed Coutinho, Dembele, Paulinho. They're going to sign Griezmann in the summer. Real Madrid will be looking at that and thinking that Barcelona are the big power spending now, and Real Madrid, don't forget, the richest club in the world, so they've got the money, and they'll be looking at players like Hazard, players like Icardi, players like Aubameyang, those sort of big name players, players like De Gea. They're going to look at those players and try and sign them up. What Chelsea needs to do at this stage of the season is show ambition and, of course, game into signing the new contract. Now, there have been further developments in Hazard's story. What I'm hearing, I'm reading from different sources, is that Chelsea are going to sign Eden Hazard's brother, Thorgan Hazard, who used to be at Chelsea, now is a Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now, I spoke to a couple of Gladbach fans. What they are saying is very, very good player this season. They're saying he's been one of the best young players in Bundesliga, very direct with the ball, can score, can assist, and overall a wonderfully gifted player. He's not as good as Eden Hazard. At the same time, they said he's good enough for Chelsea to be a squad player. Now, Thorgan Hazard signing means that Chelsea are in further talk with Hazard. Now, what I'm hearing is that Hazard's family, so his mum, his dad, he's one of his cousin, they are going to get job inside Chelsea Football Club. His brother, Ethan Hazard, who's 16, he's going to be part of Chelsea youth system from now on. That's apparently what Chelsea are trying to do to keep Hazard happy and part of his contract. What they're saying is that Hazard's father, who used to be a professional footballer back in his days, he's going to be coaching the under-14s and under-12s at Chelsea. His cousin's going to get inside job in Chelsea as well. His younger brother, Thorgan Hazard, is going to be Thorgan Hazard's going to be the part of the youth system at Chelsea, and his brother, Kylian Hazard, who we signed in the summer, he's already in our youth system. Now, the whole family is going to be around Chelsea, so Chelsea are literally going to be the Hazard FC that we talk about. So Chelsea are going to be surrounded by Hazard, and if that happens, I can 100% see Eden Hazard signing the new contract, because Chelsea are giving everything to him he wants. His family's at the club, his brothers are going to be at the club, hopefully. His younger brother is going to be in the youth system. His parents is going to work in the club. He's getting everything he wants. There are still questions over Real Madrid and his ambition to work with Zinedine Zidane. It's clear that he wants to go to Real Madrid, but he's happy at Chelsea at the same time. I will be surprised if he does what Coutinho did and go on a strike or not play for Chelsea, because for me, he loves Chelsea as much as he loves Real Madrid, if not more. For me, Hazard got a special connection with the fans that I haven't seen Coutinho with Liverpool or Bale with Spurs. Hazard got that he's not a homegrown player, but he's got that homegrown mentality with the fans, because Hazard barely one of those players that disrespect any fans or like not giving 100% for the team. He's always up for the games. He always gives 100%. Fantastic with the fans. Interaction is brilliant. So for me, it's an amazing thing to see how Chelsea are working with Hazard for him to sign the new contract. This is the biggest news for me. I don't care who we sign. I don't care who we sell. If we keep Hazard, we are going to be a top contender. If we lose him, we have to consider as ourselves outside top 4 from next season, because Hazard is the main glue. Hazard is the main he's like the main center of everything happens at Chelsea. Moving on, speaking of bringing players in, Alex Telles, again another player have been spoken about a lot of times in this channel, has been spoken about a lot of times throughout Chelsea's transfers. Chelsea are going back in for him now. He plays for Porto in the Portuguese league. What I'm hearing is that he's been named as the next Alex Sandro. So people are saying that he's going to be the next big left back to come out from Brazil. He's going to be the next Alex Sandro. What Chelsea are doing is they still want Alex Sandro. Their first priority is Alex Sandro, but Chelsea are not gonna Chelsea are not gonna just say Alex Sandro and not have a backup option. So what they're saying is if Alex Sandro doesn't come in January, we have to go and get Alex Telles as our second choice. Now we've all seen Kennedy play against Norwich. He didn't have the best of his games. Defensively looked weak. Going forward wasn't his best of games. So someone like an Alex Sandro, Alex Telles, one of those can come in and be a backup for Marcos Alonso or even start over Marcos Alonso. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's an interesting news. Again, I mean, I'm going to be fully honest. I haven't watched much of him. Even every time I watch Porto, the left back is in the position that catches your eye. I mean, I did watch his videos on YouTube, did some scout report, did some reading on him. Sounds a wonderful player, sounds like a brilliant player, but he's not going to be an upgrade on Marcos Alonso. That's what I'm hearing from the Porto fans. They're saying that he still needs to improve his game to be starting over Marcos Alonso. For me, I don't agree personally. I don't agree with that. I think that Marcos Alonso isn't all that. The Porto fan I spoke to, he was very praiseful of Marcos Alonso, and I was questioning him. I was like, you don't watch Chelsea enough to know how Marcos Alonso is. He said that Alex Telles is a similar player to Marcos Alonso, makes mistakes. But listen, it's how fans see their players. For me, Alex Telles is a wonderfully gifted player. He'll be fantastic at Chelsea. Moving on to the last news, which is Riyad Mahrez. Now, we are not linked to him. Liverpool are in for Riyad Mahrez. This one, why am I reporting Liverpool news? Because we had to go for Riyad Mahrez. He's a far superior player to Willian and Pedro. He's far superior player to anyone that we're going to sign. He's just a wonderfully gifted player. It still surprises me that he's still at Leicester City. Chelsea needs to go in there and get him. 50 million isn't much. 50 million Riyad Mahrez is yours. Liverpool got the money now. They're going to go full in for him. What Chelsea needs to do is go in, talk to Mahrez, give him the money, lifestyle at London. Everything's there for Chelsea to go in and get Mahrez. Guess what? Our board's not going to do it. Anyway, this was today's Chelsea transfer news. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. And goodbye.